I spent 3 hours last night waiting for a little red heart to tell me it was good enough. And when I woke up, the first thing I did was check it again. That's when I had to ask myself, are we all addicted to attention now? It starts with a twitch, the phantom buzz in your pocket you can't ignore. It's a ghost of notification that makes your hand grab your phone without even thinking. You unlock it, your thumb already drifting towards that familiar app. You tell yourself, you're just checking. Just for a second. But a second turns into a minute, then 10, and before you know it, you're deep in the scroll. You have seen your cousin's vacation, a stranger's political rant, and a creator you feel like you know personally. You've consumed, but you're not full. You've connected, but you feel more alone. And when you finally close the app, your brain is humming with a low-grade buzz of anxiety. I started seeing this pattern in myself, this compulsive need to not just look, but to be seen, to post the perfect photo with the perfect caption and then waiting for the likes, waiting for the comments, for the digital world to tell me I exist, even if each notification was a tiny jolt of validation in a world that feels endlessly noisy. It wasn't just a habit, it felt more like hunger. So, has our fundamental human need for connection been hijacked and turned into a socially acceptable addiction to attention? It turns out this feeling isn't an accident, it's by design. To get what's happening to us, you have to understand the new economy we are all a part of, the attention economy. In this world, your focus is the most valuable product. The tech companies aren't even selling you things. They're sending your attention to advertisers. The more time you spend on their platform, the more data they gather and the more ads they sell. The entire business model depends on one thing, capturing as much of your limited attention as they can, aka capturing you.
Me? How do they do it?
They've become master psychologists, engineering their platforms to exploit our brain chemistry. The key player here is dopamine. You've probably heard it, it's called the feel-good chemical, but it's really about motivation. It's what tells your brain, hey, pay attention, this is important. Historically, it was released when we found water, food, or made a key social connection, but now social media is drugifying it. Every like, every comment and share triggers a small dopamine release in your brain's reward center. It's a little burst of pleasure that tells your brain to repeat the action. But here's the sinister gesture of the design. The rewards are unpredictable. This is known as variable reward schedule, and it's the exact same psychological principle that makes slot machines so addictive. You pull the lever, or in this case, refresh the feed, never knowing if you will get a reward. That unpredictability is what creates a powerful dopamine loop, where you are constantly seeking, craving, and rechecking for your next hit. This isn't a bug, it's a core feature. Things like infinite scrolling, invented by Asa Raskin, were deliberately designed to eliminate natural stopping points, keeping you hooked. The man who invented it now says he regrets it, estimating it cost us 200,000 human lifetimes in wasted productivity every single day. The very architecture of these platforms is built to turn your need for connection into a compulsion. So, we waste a little bit of time. What's the big deal? Well, the consequences are a lot bigger than just a few lost hours. This constantly chase for digital validation is rewriting our brains and reshaping how we feel. Globally, around 200 million people are estimated to suffer from social media and internet addiction. For starters, it's taking a toll on our mental health. Studies have shown a strong link between high social media usage and increased rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness. We are no longer just keeping up with the Johnsons next door. We are comparing our messy real lives to the perfectly curated highlight reels of thousands of Johnsons from around the world. But it goes deeper than just comparison. We develop one-sided connection with these online figures known as parasocial relationships. We invest real time and emotional energy into creators who by necessity don't even know we exist. This fosters a false sense of intimacy, make us feel like we have a personal bond, calling us family. When these relationships substitutes for real in social interactions, it can lead to deeper isolation and anxiety. For people already feeling lonely, it can become a coping mechanism, but one that can't ever fully meet our need because it's not real. It's an illusion of connection that leaves viewers emotionally invested in the lives of strangers, sometimes leading to obsession and a dangerous blurring of boundaries. Beyond our emotions, our ability to think, it's taking a hit. The constant stream of notifications trains our brain for distraction, making it harder to focus deeply on work, read a book, or even have a conversation without interruption.
Whoa,
This fragmented attention can mess our memory and critical thinking skills. We're becoming masters of scrolling, but we're losing the art of deep engagement. But the scariest part is how our attention has been turned into a commodity. It's not just about wasting time. It's about a massive transfer of power. Our very consciousness is being mined, packaged, and sold, often without us fully realizing it. We become unpaid workers in a digital kingdom. General vast riches for tech overloads with every click. This system doesn't just want us to waste our time. It wants to shape our beliefs, guide our purchases, and influence our behavior. When you're constantly plugged into a system designed to manipulate you, how much of your life is truly your own? Hearing all of this can feel pretty hopeless, like we're stuck in a trap we helped set. But it doesn't have to be this way. The goal isn't to ditch technology or go live in a cave. It's about shifting from being a passive consumer to a conscious user. It's about taking your brain, and it starts with small deliberate actions. First, and maybe most powerfully, create your notifications. Most of them aren't urgent, they're just hooks. Go into your settings and turn off everything non-essential. Disable the likes, the comments, the so-and-so posted. Keep the notification from real people, your texts, your calls. This single act puts a wall between their attempt to grab your attention and your choice of where to place it. One 2024 poll found that over a third of Gen Z adults have disabled notifications to try and cut down their usage. Second, create a tech-free zone. This could be the first hour of your day. Instead of immediately flooding your brain with online chaos, give yourself time to just exist. Another powerful space is the bedroom. Make it a rule, no screens. It can dramatically improve your sleep, which is often wrecked by the blue light and the buzz from our devices. Find a better dopamine hit. The urge to scroll often comes from a boredom or anxiety. Instead of reaching for the empty calories of social feed, have a replacement ready. Maybe it's a book, a podcast, or just stepping outside for 5 minutes. Heck, even go and train. The key is to make the good habits easier than the bad one. Try deleting the apps from your home screen. That little bit of extra effort to open them can be enough of a pause to help you choose something better. And remember, breaking this cycle isn't a straight line. You'll have days you scroll for hours. Don't meet those moments with judgment. Just get curious, ask yourself what triggered it, and think about what you can do differently tomorrow. These are some of the things that have started to work for me, but let's be honest, we're all just figuring it out. This is a shared struggle, and our collective wisdom is our best tool. So I want to hear from you. What's one small change you have made to claim your attention? What's one tip you have for living more intentionally? Drop it in the comments down below. Let's build a library of strategies together, not just for ourselves, but for everyone feeling a little lost in the scroll. We are at a strange crossroad. We have never been more connected, yet so many of us feel so alone. We have access to infinite information, but our ability to think deeply is under attack. The platform that were built to bring us together now have a business model that depends on us getting addicted. They prey on our very human need for validation, twisting it into a compulsive cycle that profits from our own psychology. But seeing the problem is the first step. This isn't a fight against technology, it's a fight for our own minds. It's about choosing consciously how we want to spend our precious and finite attention. It's about choosing to build a life of real purpose, not just a profile of created moments. Because the opposite of addiction isn't just a sobriety, it's connection. And it's time we decide if our connection are with real people, if they are just one-sided illusions we have been programmed to chase. I've been Eunice, and I'll see you lot in the next episode. Thank you.